Hello children, in 1 Samuel chapter 28 verse 14 we read, "And he said unto her, What form is he of? And she said, An old man cometh up, and he is covered with a mantle. And Saul perceived that it was Samuel, and he stooped with his face to the ground and bowed himself." Many people reading this verse understand that Samuel himself was brought up after he had died. But is it true? Let's see. First of all, we read in the next verse, very next verse, in verse 15, Saul himself admits that God is departed from me and answereth me no more, neither by prophets nor by dreams. See, God is not answering Saul. And then further we also read in the same verse, 14th verse, an old man cometh up. He is coming up from somewhere down below the earth. Is there where the righteous people go? That's the question we have to answer. And one more question also arises. The verse says, An old man cometh up, he is covered with a mantle. As per their own belief, they say after a person is dead, his body is left here and there is a spirit which comes out and stays separate other than the body. Is it true? Then here it says that old man had a body and a mantle too. How can that be? So was there a resurrection? If so, how did it happen? Who resurrected this Samuel? In the same chapter, in verse 3, we read, Saul had put away those that had familiar spirits and the wizards out of the land. This was when Saul was a good man. He was listening to the Lord's voice and knowing that these are familiar spirits, fallen angels, he had sent them away. Now, since God himself is not talking, he wants to raise up Samuel. Will this be possible? God, who is not talking directly with Samuel, neither through prophets, will he listen to a wizard and raise Samuel up? Or is this someone else? Is this Satan bringing up one of his angels? And again, then we read in verse 19 like this. The apparition, the spirit which came out says, Tomorrow shall thou and thy sons be with me. What does that mean? Samuel was a righteous man. Saul, as we can clearly see, was not righteous anymore. He was becoming a wicked man. And as per this prediction, both the righteous and the wicked are kept in the same place after death. Is that true? That's again a lot of question. And again, we see that Saul never saw Samuel in person. He just heard the description of an old person from the woman and he believed that spirit to be Samuel. But we clearly see that it is Satan who deceived the woman and the woman deceived Saul. Above all, we have to read 1 Chronicles chapter 10 verse 13 and 14. So Saul died for his transgression which he committed against the Lord, even against the word of the Lord which he kept not, and also for asking counsel of one that had a familiar spirit, to enquire of it, and enquired not of the Lord. Therefore he slew him. So it's very clear that this act of going and enquiring a familiar spirit was not in accordance with the Lord's purposes. So we clearly understand that there is no life after death. We can also see another verse which is a troubling one for many. It's in Genesis 35 verse 18. And it came to pass, as her soul was in departing, for she died, that she called his name Benoni. Here people think that the soul was departing from the person Rachel as she was dying. So they think there was a body and there is also a spirit. But that is not what is meant in this verse, as we can see from the original Hebrew language. The word that is used for the soul here is nephesh. This is used elsewhere in the Old Testament for in 118 places, and everywhere it is translated as life. It's not a separate entity which can live apart from the body. It is just life. So this verse just means that as Rachel was dying, as her life was going away, she talked something. So let us be clear, children. There is no spirit after death. When a person dies, he doesn't know anything. This is very clear from Ecclesiastes chapter 9, verse 5, which reads, "For the living know that they shall die, but the dead know not anything." That's very clear. Can it be more clear? So let's not get confused with the lies of the devil. There is no life after death until Jesus comes. When he comes the second time, he will raise all the people and give them the reward as per their life. So let's wait to see our dear ones if they had passed away. We will see them only when Jesus comes again. So let's wait for them. Let's not believe the devil's lie saying our dead ones are alive somewhere. No, they are not anywhere. They are just sleeping. Bye.